All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to PKFX YouTube channel. This will be our trading journal video part 2. All right. So just to recall, what we did in the previous video is we discussed the first tab, which is the trade log tab. Let me just quickly zoom in. So we have been tracking the trades that we are taking. So for this particular Excel, I've built it up to 1000 trades, and we will be tracking up to 1000 trades. So the columns that you want to be tracking, first of all, is the entry date and time. And when you put the entry date and time, you want to have your exit date and time as well. This should calculate for you the duration of each and every trade, so that later on you can identify if are you scalping in and out, are you taking a few hours to close your trades, are you actually holding your trades for a few days, and when you do that, the overnight spreads come into play, the swap comes into play, or are you actually holding your trade over the week, like 1 week, 2 week. All this you would understand through this particular column later on, your trade duration, right? We will talk about that later as we build more data. Now next, you want to be tracking the pairs that you are trading, the session that you're trading. The main three session is pretty much the London, New York, and Asia session. Either you're going to be buying or selling that pair at that point of time. Whatever strategy that you're using, and when you're grading it, when you're giving certain pointers or percentage for it, and when you conclude your strategy, that is the reason you're taking that particular trade, how much of a confluence is it giving you for that particular trade? Or in other words, you can say, how much are you scoring this particular trade, that it's going to go in your sell direction or it's going to go to your buy direction. And bear in mind, a strategy, a confluence can say whatever it wants, but the market will always do whatever that it wants to do. It can go in your sell direction and eventually turn into buy. It can shift the structure at any point of time. So this is just another added point for you. All right. And then you want to know where exactly are you entering. So your entry price, your stop loss, and your take profit placement. And when you actually execute the trade, where exactly do you exit the price? Is it closer to the take profit? Is it beyond the take profit? Is it before the stop loss, or did it actually hit your stop loss? This kind of numbers, right? And then the lot sizes, we will learn how to calculate the lot size. It's actually very easy. You just need to use it in one of the link that I will share later on when I'm actually taking a trade. It's just a matter of inputting a few numbers, and it's going to automatically calculate for you the lot sizes. And then the amount that you're willing to risk for that particular trade, and the potential reward for that particular trade, and how did the trade turn up, whether are you on profit or are you on losses, and if yes, how much of a risk to reward multiple that you actually scored. So as you can see over here, like I said, when you risk, for example, for this one, 12.5%, and your reward was 25%, so that's a 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's why you see here the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2, right? But in actual fact, when you actually lose about $13.40 over here, that's about negative 1.05. So this one will actually, over time, when you calculate your profits and your losses, it will give you an understanding of what is the actual average risk multiplier for your particular style of trading. And the higher the number, the better it is, right? And then now moving forward, over here, what's the result? Whether was it a win or a lose, or was it just a break even? And like I said, this is the most important tab, the notes, which is going to pretty much track your emotion. Were you calm? Were you anxious? Were you jumping in a trade because you have this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out, right? What was the actual trade reason? What exactly did you see in the trade that made you want to take the trade? You can say, like, I saw this, and this that aligns with my strategy, therefore I'm entering the trade here, right? And then you can also include what can go wrong. Actually, it's very important to include what can go wrong, because this allows you to think in a neutral perspective, what can go right and what can go wrong. As you know, trading is a probability game. It's like a toss of a coin, 50-50. So the more reasons that you stack against your particular trade, the more reasons that it's going to say what can go wrong. The more reason that you stack that is supporting your trade, that is the more reason for you to take the trade, right? So over time, as you start building these notes, you'll start realizing similarity in the style of the trades, and you'll start realizing, hey, I keep making this particular mistake that's keep costing me, to hit stop loss all the time. Maybe I should remove this point, or maybe I should do it a bit differently. This is where you actually kind of properly journal what exactly is happening. And then finally, the results. Of course, you want to track the results, what exactly happened. If the market was actually going in your direction and then it shifted, so when it shifted to the opposite direction, what did you do? Did you close, or did you continue to hold? Did you decided, you know what, I've already set the limits, I'm going to forget about this trade and later on see if it's going to hit my stop loss or take profits. So the notes is a very important section. Make sure that we are tracking this. Next, over the period of trades that you're going to be taking, it will eventually calculate for you the number of trades that you keep winning. So that's your winning streak and also your losing streak as well. Like I show you in this example, this particular 3 trades was all losing trade. All right. So therefore, the trade number 1 was a loss. The trade number 2 was a loss, and trade number 3 was a loss. Therefore, the losing streak was 3 now. So why is this important? Is because over time, as we track, we will know, since it's a probability game, you will know how many losing streak would you have maximum before the winning streak comes into play, or how many winning streaks you will have maximum before the losing streak comes into play. This allows you to keep your emotion calm and take each and every trade in a very neutral perspective. Your previous trade has nothing to do with your next trade. I repeat, your previous trade has nothing to do with your next trade. It is all in your mind. So if you have been losing the last 10 trades, it has nothing to do with your next trade, whether it's going to be a winner or a loser. The market is neutral. What is not neutral is the way you're thinking and the way you're jumping the gun. So this is also important for you to track. Right? You will see as we keep trading and as we keep growing this trading journal together. And then the equity is going to be pretty much your balance, whether it's going up or going down. If you look at the tab over here, the equity tab, this is pretty much going to be tracking the balance over the number of trades and eventually give you a graph. And let's say halfway through you decided to add more capital and grow your account, you can also put the information over here and the graph will act accordingly, right? But over the number of trades that you're going to be taking, let's say by the time you're taking trade number 200, 300, 500, this is going to be a very nice curve that's going to give you a lot of information about your style, the way you have been growing your account, and what can you expect in the future upcoming growth as well. So this is key as well. All right. So this is all said and clarified. Now I'm going to move to this tab, which is the pair performance tab. Okay. So over here, this is pretty much all the pairs that I'm interested to look at. So this is what I have over here, and I'll be tracking the movements of this particular pairs every week, every day, and see if there's any potential or not. I know that some people have this strategy where they aim to just trade one particular pair or two particular pair or their top 5 pairs. But I believe that for my trading strategy, I would probably need to see all the trading pairs, and whichever pairs for that particular week is giving me the best kind of setup, I'll kind of arrange them accordingly and keep it in my watch list over here, the most targeted kind of pairs, and I'll keep rotating because it really depends on your trading style. If you're someone who's scalping in and out every now and then probably the pair that you're trading probably maybe just 1 or 2 pairs. But if you're someone who's expecting to move together with the market move over a few hours to a few days, if you're a day trader to a swing trader kind of person who expect to open or close a trade within a few hours, or in some cases can also go up to a few days, right? At this point, having a look at all the different pairs is a good thing, because if one pair is not presenting you the opportunity, maybe some other pairs is presenting you the opportunity. And it doesn't really matter what pairs are they. All that matters is actually the candlestick patterns. So you're just trading the candlestick patterns, and whichever pairs that is lining up nicely to your strategy and it is showing, hey, this candlestick pattern is showing a buy or a sell, that's where the opportunity is. You just enter. So coming back to the trading journal, I'm going to be tracking all the pairs. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean all the trading pairs is going to give me good amount of win rates and losing rates, right? Probably you're more inclined, or the way you think is more inclined to make more wins in a certain particular pair. You probably don't know yet, but as you keep trading and trading and trading, you start building this database as well, which is being derived from here, right? The first 3 trades was a loss, and therefore you can see that Euro JPY has updated as 1 trade taken, and that was a loss. NZD 1 trade taken, and that was a loss. USD CHF 1 trade taken, and that was a loss. And how much in total did you lose? So it's giving this data for you. And over time, as you trade and you build like 100 trades, 200 trades, this particular table will start talking to you. You will start realizing the wins. Which are the pairs that's giving you the most wins? Which are the pairs that's giving you the most losses? So that's where you start understanding your brains beyond what you can see right now. That, hey, for some reason, even though I'm just looking at candlestick patterns, but when I'm looking at, for example, USD CHF pairs, right, I keep scoring more losses than wins. My losses have been way higher than my wins. Probably I should trade less over USD CHF. Hey, you know what? AUD CAD, I keep having a lot of wins compared to my losses. Maybe I should consider focusing more on the pairs that I'm strong, right? Maybe I should focus more on AUD CAD. So this kind of information is what you gain over a long period of time. So the win rate is very important, right? So the win rate is pretty much the number of wins over the number of losses, depending on the total number of trades that you have taken for that particular currency pair, it gives you your win rate. So when you have a very high win rate, eventually you can filter down, you can arrange these currency pairs to be trading, like you can just focus on your top 5. That's when you start focusing on your top 5 currency pairs more, or your top 10 currency pairs more. That data is what you're seeking for. And this is how you actually build a profitable edge in the Forex market, or let it be any market that you're trading over a period of time. You cannot know if you're a good trader or not within the first 10, 20 trades. You would definitely know whether you're a good trader or not by the time you reach 100, 200, 300 trades, in the hundreds, right? And by the time you reach 1,000 trades, you probably have already so much lessons learned that you have updated over a period of time, all right, that improved your trade, right, that would have given you your best pairs and also given you your profitable edge, and by that time you are already a profitable trader. So that's that is what we are going to do in this channel. We're going to be discussing the trades that we're taking, or the potential trades that we are eyeing upon on a weekly basis, every week, probably on Saturday, Sunday. We're going to look at the market, where it is, all right, what exactly it is doing. And then later on, we're going to say, you know what, I'm expecting the market to do this, I'm expecting the market to do that, I'm planning to enter over here, I'm planning to exit over here. So when we plan like that, and when we see the market is actually in alignment with what we are planning and it's doing exactly what we want it to do, then we enter the trade. And if it's not doing what we want it to do, we don't enter the trade. Something like this. But over a long period of time, every week, as we keep looking at this, eventually we'll find our edge. And that is the plan, and that is the trading journal. Now, one last thing is going to be the dashboard, right? So this is the same like the pair performance tab, right? This is going to give you a lot of information over a long period of time. The dashboard is something similar as well. So this will kind of tell you what is your total trades, how much is your total wins, how much is your total losses, all right? What is your win rate? What is your win percentage? How much is your average profits, average loss, all right, your average confluence. Like I told you, this is from the strategy, whatever strategy that you're using, and whatever marking that you have given, pointer forms or whatever. And what is the average of all your trades? Are you actually, following your confluences, following your strategy or not? So this is, personal to each and every individual, whatever strategy you may have. The better that you are following your strategy, the more accurate your results will be. And that will give you an understanding whether your strategy is working or not, or do you need to tweak your strategy a little bit here and there. The profit factor, the average risk to reward, average risk, Sharpe ratio, best win streak, best loss streak, the best trading session as well. Now, this one, there is not much of a value if I were to talk about it right now. We need to grow the journal, right? We need to keep trading. Probably we would revisit this in the upcoming 2 to 3 months' time, and then maybe we'll have a good amount of trades that we would have already taken. At that point of time, these values that we are looking, when we look at numerical values, it will mean more. We would understand more, and we can improvise from then on. So this is pretty much what you need in order to have a very basic trading journal, which I believe sufficient, okay, to become a professional trader. Like I told in the beginning of the previous video, one thing that I see in common that every professional trader has, every profitable trader has, is a trading journal. They became not profitable to becoming profitable by using a trading journal and journaling every single trade that they have been taking and understanding the correct thing that they are doing and the mistakes that they have been doing and the lesson learned from the mistakes, and how are they implementing in their upcoming trades, and how are they improving over time. Because they are able to journal all this, that's why they were able to improve and go from being a trader who's losing into slowly break even into finally becoming a profitable trader. So the hope over here in PKFX channel is to do the similar journey together, to build the journey, to build the journal together, and we will probably plan the trades and everything, look at it on a weekly basis. This is more of a way of engaging to the market and just talking your mind out. And eventually, as we go along, you'll start realizing the patterns, and you'll start realizing your mistakes, and you will also start being able to visualize what's going to happen next with the candlestick patterns. So this is going to be a journey for both myself and also anyone who's seeing out there. So that's it. I think this should do the trick. If you're someone who is new to trading, you can take a screenshot of this trading journal and you can try to create somewhat similar journal, or add or remove whatever that you think is necessary or not necessary. But I strongly suggest to have your own trading journal so that you can also start tracking the trades. And if you choose to subscribe to PKFX channel, the upcoming videos is gonna be pretty much directly to the trading. We will discuss what the pair has been doing and what do we expect the trading pair to be doing in the next upcoming days. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, what did it actually do, and what we can learn from it. So this kind of stuff is what we're going to be discussing over here. Again, this is a very raw, unedited version. I'm just literally talking over here, non-scripted, whatever that is in my mind. I'm just saying it out. It's more of like an interaction with the charts over here. So like and subscribe and share to your friends. And if you have questions, do drop it in the comment section. This is one way we can interact. If you see that you are actually learning, you start learning from these videos, and you have a question here and there, do drop it in the comment section. I would read them and I would try to answer them. And if it requires a long or a lengthy explanation, I'll probably make a video for that. So hopefully this will help you in your trading journey. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.